If you hear the word presidential palace, what do you think about? Well, I personally think about the Oval Office in the White House or the beautiful corridors of the Kremlin. And today I'm gonna build exactly that, a presidential palace on this Fractured SMP, and in this palace I'm gonna have everything from a presidential office, the vice presidential office, beautiful corridor, and yeah, I actually don't know what more to put in there. I promise you that we'll figure this out, but first let's actually look at the material list, because I've already designed the exterior of this palace, so let me just take a look. Oh, this actually wasn't too bad. I was expecting many more items. I think this is quite manageable. Okay, the first thing I need is deep slate tile slabs. And this actually should be very easy, because last time I needed a lot of deep slate, I mined far too much, and I have a lot left here. So let me just craft these up, and the first material can be ticked off. Okay, let me just go. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Well, thank you so much, Otter. I actually need these materials, because now I have the right amount of materials to make a beacon. But actually I realized that if I want to build this palace right here in these dimensions, it's gonna look super weird, because the palace is just gonna stick out right here. So what I need to build first is a tunnel right here for the rail, so that the palace can be above the tunnel. And if we look at the materials for that, it is basically smooth stone, tough brick, polished tough wool, and frog light. The first thing I'm gonna need is smooth stone, so let me actually use the beacon I got earlier, so I can mine that stone with haste. Now I can place down the beacon. Now I have haste to mine all this stone. Smelt this up, and oh shoot, I completely forgot about this. I already have tons of stone. Well, it's too late now. Let's just let this stone smelt. Let's move on to the next material, which is just a lot of tuff. And how lucky I am, it is full of tuff down here, just where I put down my beacon. Here's a time lapse of me getting tuff. Craft all this into top brick, and I'm missing just like 3 stacks. Let's see if Ereo has anything, or do I have anything? Well, I found a bit, but I think I just need to go mine some more. Oh well, actually I forgot about this shop. There's actually tough here, 2 stacks for 1 diamond, which is a good price. Let's just buy a lot of that, and now craft up all of these walls. Okay, I fetched these frog lights from Ereo's farm, and with that I've gotten all the materials for this tunnel. So let's just build this. So as you can see, the tunnel has been completed. It looks good, but now, as you understand, it doesn't serve any purpose, because why would you need a tunnel when there isn't even a mountain or something to go through? Well, of course it is because we're gonna build the giant palace above. And so let's not waste any time and start looking into what we need. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the material list, and this isn't actually too bad. We need a lot of wood items like birch and spruce, a big amount of polished black stone and quartz items, and some general stone items, etc. Yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult. Of course, there's a lot of miscellaneous items too that always take a lot of time. But yeah, let's just get into this so we don't have to waste anyone's time here. Okay, I'm gonna start by getting all this smooth stone, since we already have so much stone. And while we're smelting this, let me get over and get some grass blocks to be precise, just so we don't have any confusions. Okay, I got all the grass and dirt, and now let's check on how the smelting has been going. And oh yeah, well, of course they don't smelt if I'm not loading the chunks. But anyway, let's get some organization right here with all the shulker boxes. I need to fetch all that I have, and I don't have too many. I think this should be enough smooth stone. And now let's focus on granite. Fortunately, again, there's a lot of granite around the area where I placed down my beacon, which makes this real quick. But let's give you a little time lapse. The item has been cleared. Now let's do the same thing for diorite. craft this into slabs. Let's keep the rest in case I need to craft some more later. I'll fetch some white terracotta over to my shop. Not many are buying these items, I might as well use them myself. But yeah, also I need to get the light crate terracotta. Right here is a great opportunity to use the minecart, which I did an entire test about in my previous video, which you should definitely check out after this one. And I just need to thank everyone for 400 subscribers. This means a lot, and if this is the first video you're watching of me, then if you're enjoying it, please drop a like and consider subscribing. It really helps a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna use all the deep slate that I already got in one of my previous videos when I mined far too much and craft some deep slate tile stairs. I need to put up some chests right here because I just have too few shulker boxes. Now get some frog light from Aries farm and blackstone from Cloud's big farm. I got permission for this, of course, so thank you again, Cloud. Okay, so I took all the quartz that was there in the machine and I've crafted it, and yeah, this is far too little. Oh shit. Let's craft all this blackstone to polished blackstone, and let's try to get some more quartz. Yeah, I literally used to have every single piece of quartz in these chests, and this is not enough, and I can't figure out how to use this machine. Okay, I'm just gonna get some quartz for now. Now for crafted. I still have so much missing. Okay, I'm just gonna ask Cloud or Ereo to figure this out because I don't really know how this works. Let's get some yellow terracotta wool so I can craft carpet, more frog lights, and I ran out of deep slate, so I need to mine some now. And now let's craft more deep slate items. Now let's craft direct wools, and now I need pale wood. I've never gotten this item before, so let's see how it is getting it. So apparently there is a pale forest at some certain coordinates I got, and yeah, I've never seen such a biome before. Why would they add such a gray and just dead biome? I really don't know, but let's just get this wood. Okay, so I've been just mining this wood and I've just been attacked by this weird creature. I've heard about this before, but I just completely don't know how to kill it. And it's just staring at me like that. It's super creepy. Well, I'm back. Now let's craft some of this and strip it. So I'm gonna let Ereo get all the wood items since he can just get the wood from Sapphire's wood farm. And as a result, basically the only real big item left that I need to get a lot of is copper, and I hate getting copper. Oh, I have some copper here in my starter base. Let's craft this and what? 4 pieces. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to start mining because I mean, what else is there to do? I can't just sit there and procrastinate. Creeper that oh. Okay, well, let's start mining the copper. Now let's smelt it. Take the smelt copper out of the furnaces, craft it, continue mining. Putting more in the furnaces. Well, this is a long process. I continue like this for a long time and even oxidize the copper out here, and I think I've gotten enough. Okay, now I need a lot of bookshelves, and as I've understood, the only way of getting bookshelves in big amounts is by going to strongholds. And if I just go to the main stronghold right here, and yeah, there's not a single bookshelf that has been looted a long time ago. Well, actually, I've got an idea. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that on day 1 of the Fractured SMP, we made a race to get to the end first. My team lost, and one of the reasons was because we went to the completely wrong stronghold. And if I go to this video and look, I hopefully should see the cords I had. Yeah, I found them. Okay, if I get over here right now, yeah, there's a bunch of bookshelves here. Ah, shoot. I only have my pickaxe with silk touch. My axe doesn't have it, and it's gonna take ages to get this otherwise. Yeah, the only thing I can do is go back and buy a silk touch book. Okay, I got one. Now let's get it back and mine more of these bookshelves. Okay, I found another stronghold, and I got even more bookshelves. Okay, so I realized that I need even more copper, and when I said this to Ereo, he told me that I had been completely stupid, basically, because there's basically no need to get copper yourself, mine it regularly, because if you go to a trials chamber, there's so much of it over here that you can just mine it, and it's so much easier. Well, let's get this then. Just getting a lot of different varieties. Okay, I've got that. Now let's craft pale oak trapdoors. Now let's get a bunch of bamboo bamboo so I can craft some bamboo trapdoor. This is super frustrating, but I'm getting through it. And finally I've got that item sorted out. Let's get more wools. Now luckily, as you saw earlier, I got a bunch of gravel from Otter, and since I already have the dyes and the sand, I can just craft all the concrete without getting a single item. This is the perk of being at close to the end of a season, because you already have so many different items that many of them you don't have to get. So I still need to put water on it to make it regular concrete, and let's mine down this pillar. Now let's craft lanterns, get sandstone to make it into cut sandstone, and smooth sandstone. Get andesite, craft all the andesite items, and let's get some stone brick. And right now we're moving into the miscellaneous items part. This involves a bunch of more concrete, different slabs and staircases, and more wools, terracotta, shroomlight chains, copper bulb. Well, luckily I record all of this, so here's just a bunch of time lapses. I got end rods, more deep slate, jungle wood, campfires, different furnaces. Yeah, there was a lot, but now let's sort in all of these items. Here's the last time of me getting some more miscellaneous items. Well, actually one last thing before we get building. Apparently need bells, and apparently as well the only way to get bells is by going through villages. So using chunk base I went through the entire server. No, well, no, obviously not the entire server, but I went through a big amount of the server to go to villages and get the bells. At every village I put up this little tower of dirt just so people understand that this has been a looted village. Now let's glide on the ice, get some more items, and now officially I've gotten every single amount of item in all these joker boxes. As you can see behind me, I already started putting down some grass because I forgot to record this part right here. But yeah, let's get right into this time lapse. And after a long time of building, this beautiful building has been built. What do you think of this? I truly want to know what you think of it down in the comments down below. I personally think it's extremely beautiful, also probably because it wasn't a schematic I took. I and Ereo designed this entire building, which makes me like it even more probably. But as you can see, you enter through here, the main gate. You can go up this staircase if you want, or you can enter past this beautiful fountain right here into this beautiful hallway, which I promised in the beginning of the video, right, that we would be building. Some nice paintings along the walls. If you get into here, there's a big library with nice chandeliers, aisles where you can get books, a place where you can read, work on the computer, or just take a cup of something to drink and chill out. Also, this is kind of how it looks like without shaders, but I'm gonna use these shaders for now. Everywhere you have these nice beautiful windows where you can look out on the neighboring surroundings. Over here, oh, there's my train station. And yeah, you enter into a nice kitchen. Well, a restaurant I would call it. Here's a bar where you can drink. Here at the front you can order. The workers can run in here, make the food, and serve it over here. And for the people sitting dining, they have a beautiful view of an aquarium, which, yeah, we'll add fish in here a bit later, but still it looks amazing even now. Over here, if you go up the staircase. You can see this entrance in here, which if you enter, you get into my office. Here's where I sit. Here's my red button. Yeah, where I control everything. Here you can go and talk with me here. And yeah, I'm the president over my island, which is this island right here. Well, this is how it looks without shaders. 2 balconies, seats right here, a mat to go through here. You have this corridor where you can look down through here and get into President Erio's office, who is the president of the entire server. Here has a nice painting, a nice chair, his own set of balcony, where you can see all the way to Cloud's mega base over there, or to Sayomina's there. Here's Vice President Brian's office, which is me of course. And if you continue up the staircase, you get up to this beautiful dome with a nice bell. Oh, here's this is a nice song. And I think a great song to end this video with. It's been an amazing video. Thank you so much for all the support. You know what to do. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video where I fix all this mess that is in front of here. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. If you made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for watching and I recommend you watch this video next.